As a Seattle Seahawks fan, today was not our day, or not our night. As a Seattle Seahawks fan, and this is not a good start to my broadcast. At least I know I'm live on the air. We have lots to talk about in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, of the Sideline Study. We got to talk about the disappointment from the Seattle Seahawks, what they need to do to improve their team, the dominant defense from the Chicago Bears. How impressive is that defense? We're going to talk all about this game right now on the Sideline Study.
This ends up on Pornhub. Sorry for your weird masturbation session.
Let's run the fucking ball. Why didn't you just take a fucking knee?
Get your hair, you asses. It's time for the Sideline Study, presented by JBRadio.net. What is going on, everybody? How do you guys like my brand new intro? I've put together a lot of effort into that fucking thing. As you can see, my brain is dead. It's brain dead from all the exhaustion from going into the video editing. But after watching tonight's football game for the Seattle Seahawks, I am even more exhausted. Jesus fucking Christ. I was really hoping that Seattle would come out and surprise me in this game. They did not. For Brandon Marshall, got a couple of nice catches. Big whoop-de-doo. Wasn't that impressive. Like, Seattle couldn't get their offense going. Now, there was a few things in this that was, like, curious to me. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, if it's your first time here, make sure you push the subscribe button right now if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening from Patreon, thank you very much for supporting the show. This is the Sideline Study. And today's episode is sponsored by Seat Giant, the local trusted site selling concert and sporting event tickets in North America, all in Canadian dollars. Stop paying United States dollars on other sites, ladies and gentlemen. For all United States listeners, make sure you go to www.cgiant.ca, and it's Canadian owned and operated with Canadians always in mind. Always paying Canadian dollars for all you fucking U.S. listeners that are sick and tired of paying in United States dollars. Take advantage of our Canadian dollar right now, and you can pay for all these tickets on www.cgiant.ca, and that's hockey tickets, baseball tickets, basketball tickets, football tickets, soccer tickets, concert tickets, no matter what team or concert you want to go to in North America. Always check out www.cgiant.ca. Once again, that's www.cgiant.ca, and it guarantees every single ticket, so always buy with confidence on www.cgiant.ca. Once again, that's www.cgiant.ca, and it has the best ratings and reviews in the entire industry. You can view this by Googling their name and reviews. For all your favorite teams and concerts, use www.cgiant.ca to purchase your tickets. And for all U.S. listeners, you get 30% off using discount code JBRadio at the checkout to save you more money on www.cgiant.ca. Once again, choose www.cgiant.ca, the Canadian choice, and use discount code JBRadio. And more importantly, www.cgiant.ca wants to say, welcome home. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. And now we got our sponsorships out of the way. We can actually talk about the football game and your thoughts. I mean, what does Seattle need to do? They need more of firepower. First of all, that offensive line, you could not stop fucking the Chicago line, man. They rushed over and over again. I think they got 5 sacks in the first quarter or something like that. Holy crap, that Chicago defense was just dominant tonight. Oh my God. Now, on the offensive part, Mitch Trubisky, he can easily turn overs. Like, you saw Earl Thomas, I think, got a pick. Trubisky is that quarterback. He's still young. He's not making good decisions at times. You got to take advantage of that young mentality of his. So that secondary, I did expect that they would hold it together. The Griffin, man, Shaquille Griffin, holy shit, man. Is it? I think it's Shaquille Griffin. Yeah. I keep getting mixed up between the two. But either way, I think he got a couple interceptions. And they played nice football, too. There was a play that one guy caught it, and it was one guy used his elbow to knock the ball out. And the play was called dead. They brought it back. The next play after, interception right off the bat. That is hard football from Seattle. You can see it from time to time when it comes to the Seattle defense, that they play hard, man. So they have that mentality, but that offensive line, you gotta fucking hold it together. You gotta do that, but you're up against the best defensive player, I think, in the league right now, Khalil Mack. And the guy, once again, had a game. The guy fucking forced a fumble. The guy's a beast, man. And I think there's like 4 different players that had a sack. That's incredible coming from Chicago's defense. So that offensive line, Jesus Christ. You guys got to do your fucking jobs, man. You got to hold it together, you son of a bitches. What else did I see from Chicago? Other than the fact Trubisky, really, he looks struggles at times. You know, he is that franchise quarterback that people expect him to be, but he does make those minor decisions. So watch out for that down the road with him. A lot of people were pointing out the Seattle punter or the kicker. Now, apparently this guy comes from Australia, and they do a different kind of kicking method apparently for him. So what he was doing is he would drop the ball on the ground, and he would kick from there, I believe. That is crazy. Instead, usually we would just drop the ball and we would kick right away. But they actually fucking let the ball hit the ground, and then he kicks it. That's crazy shit, man. So, but that was the main thing that was going on with Seattle tonight, is their fucking offense didn't click. That offensive line couldn't hold it together, and they couldn't score any points. Good on Chicago for fucking giving Seattle Seahawks a beating. What do they need to do? They're 0-2. Do I expect them to win the division? No. I do not. As a Seattle Seahawks fan, they're in rebuilding mode. As much as everybody wants to hate it, we are in really rebuilding. See, I can't fucking rebuilding mode. Fuck. Anyways, but I think that's what we need. We need a solid offensive line first in order to run the ball. We haven't been able to do that. Last week we got more points than this week, but you can't do anything unless you can't protect the quarterback and you can't run the ball. And first of all, you need that offensive line. That's the main thing, is what I think Seattle needs to fix, is their offensive line. Anything else I could mention from this game, other than the fact that fucking wasn't really tuned in for half the game because of the fact that I kind of knew Seattle was sucking already. Now, Russell Wilson likes to scramble outside the pocket, and fucking it's so funny sometimes, his decision making. Here you go. Russell Wilson didn't have that good of a game either. Fucking this guy runs outside, and the guy just throws interception right away. Oh my god. Anyways, but at least he's a good scrambler. What do we got here for stats? I've got the stats here. Let me just quickly go over here. Russell Wilson had 22 out of 36 completion rate for 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Yeah, he had 1 more interception than Russell Wilson tonight. On the Seattle Seahawks side, Rashad Penny had 10 attempts for 30 yards. He needs to do better. Chris Carson had 6 attempts for 24 yards. Wow. Okay, so you got to go back to Chris Carson in the next game. Obviously, he needs to carry the load more. Rashad, this Penny kid, come on, dude. You got to do better. All right. What else we got here? On the Chicago Bears side with the running game, Jordan Howard had 14 attempts for 35 yards. Mitch Trubisky had 5 attempts for 24 yards. Interesting. Gabriel had 3 attempts for 17 yards. Tariq Cohen had 4 attempts for 8 yards. Oh, God. And Burton had 1 attempt for 2 yards. Interesting. Allen Robinson II actually had 10 receptions tonight for 83 yards. That is incredible. Jordan Howard had 3 receptions for 33 yards. So that's where Jordan Howard comes out of the running game. He goes into the passing game, so he makes up. He had 35 yards when it comes to the running, and then his passing yards for 3, he had 33. So he gets at least over 10 yards when he catches a pass. It's pretty damn impressive for Jordan Howard. Tariq Cohen had 1 catch tonight for 17 yards. Holy shit. That's a beast monster. Now, let me go over back to the Seattle Seahawks side. Brandon Marshall had 4 receptions for 44 yards. Tyler Lockett had 1 hell of a game. He had a touchdown, 5 receptions for 60 yards. And the guy I wanted to talk about was this fucking dumbass. This Will Disley kid. You're a rookie, all right? 3 receptions, 42 yards, and he got a touchdown in garbage time. Okay, so this guy, this Will Disley, fucking in garbage time while they're down, losing points, he goes into the end zone, catches a touchdown. Great. Okay, you catch your touchdown. It might be your first touchdown. The fucking idiot spikes the ball. Are you kidding me? What are you bragging about? What? And he thinks he's Rob Gronkowski or think he's gonna shatter the fucking grass. My God, you think you're the Hulk or something like that? What a fucking idiot, man. I hate cocky pricks like that. Shut your fucking mouth. You're losing in a game. Don't be a fucking cocky prick. God damn it. If I was the head coach, Pete Carroll, you would sit this fucking idiot down and be like, hey, don't ever do that again or else you're never playing again. Brandon Marshall apparently went over to him, gave him a little talk saying, hey, what's the deal? You shouldn't be doing that. So this fucking, I hate little dumbasses like that. Smarten up, Will Disley, you fucking retard. Sorry, my apologies. I shouldn't say that. You fucking idiot. That was the proper word. There was a couple of fumbles tonight. Russell Wilson had 2 fumbles. What we got here? No, that's about it when it comes to the fumbles, I think. Don't think Mitch Trubisky fumbled anything, but just interesting to know that Russell Wilson, 2 fumbles. Tyler Lockett actually had a fumble tonight. Ooh, so Tyler Lockett had a fumble, and Russell Wilson with 2. So that's 3 turnovers for the Bengals when it comes to that. I think there was 6 sacks or something like that in total for the Bengals defense tonight. What a game that they had. Anyways, my voice is starting to get lost. I've given you all the facts on tonight's game. What the fuck does Seattle need to do? First of all, fix your line. That is the main thing. Now, the Chicago Bears, on the other hand, they're off to a great start right now. I think they almost beat Green Bay last week, and they're off to a 1-1 start. Look forward to Chicago being a presence in the NFC North Division. So that's it here for the Sideline Study. Thank you, everybody who's been watching and commenting live on the show. And make sure you push the subscribe button. If you're first time here, make sure you check out all the stuff available on here. There's stand-up comedy available. There's more podcasts. And make sure you join patreon.com/CoopTheComedian for special rewards, early access to these shows that we do. And make sure you tune in for the next episode of the Sideline Study. Thank you very much to jbshow.net and my sponsor, SeatGiant.ca. Peace out, everybody.